Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm BJ, this is Brickhouse Builds, and this video is going to be a good update video on what I've been doing, what you guys can expect as far as like future projects and what I'll be building. And then also, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to talk about a giveaway that I'm creating for a really awesome product that you guys will definitely like. So stick around and enjoy the video. Okay everybody, so there haven't been as many videos on maybe things I'm building in the shop. I know we've seen some GL650 videos and stuff like that, but I want to give you guys an update on other projects, other things. To start off, the CX500 build. Unfortunately, had some issues with the fuel tank. Now I know I did the flush mount fuel cap in it. Well, we ended up having some issues. I guess I didn't have a few spots on that weld seam completely sealed. Like it seemed like it was sealed with fluid, but you know, apparently there's a little bit of a vapor issue there. So I had some fuel vapor whenever I got the bike up and going again. I had some fuel vapor come up through that seam and actually start to bubble the paint on top. So currently I have to go re-strip the tank, and we're gonna have to repaint the top of it. So that's why you haven't seen that bike on the channel, because with everything else going on and all the trips have been going on, it's just like I haven't been able to work on it because I have other projects such as these service jobs that I have to get out. So that's gonna be the update on that bike. Hopefully next week, if not maybe as soon as tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and bring that thing back. I'm gonna go work on stripping the tank, and then I can move forward from there. We're gonna take it to paint again, and you know, it's going to be a process, but you know, it is what it is. Stuff happens and it sucks, but again, just it happens. We got to work through it. You know, there's nothing we can do. Doesn't hurt, doesn't help to complain about it. So the GL650 build you guys have seen, the last update I did on that one was really fun. We got a lot of little things done, and the bike is currently sitting in that state. It's kind of on hold until further notice. No ETAs on it, but it's just currently on hold, so be patient with that one. Now, the GS550, the one I got for free, if you guys remember, that bike I did sell, so that one now resides kind of outside of Chicago. It's in a good home, and I had a lot of fun. We went and me and Amber delivered it and rode around a little bit, and I was going to do a video on that, but man, it was raining the whole time. It wouldn't have been very awesome footage, and I don't know, just sometimes I just don't want to record. There's a lot of videos to edit, and I had some other footage that was still backlogged on. So that's kind of the story with that. Next up, what do we got? Today, this is just a random Saturday for me. We're in the shop working on some service jobs. So I have this this cool GS550 or GS500 in here. Little Suzuki twin, local customer, and he hit me up. It just has it won't really idle, and it's just some dirty carbs. So I have those things torn apart on the bench back here, and I'm waiting on some parts for that. Hopefully they'll show up like Monday or Tuesday for me. I can go ahead and get this thing back together and get it back delivered to him. The Yamaha you see on the table here, oh boy, let me tell you, not a big two-stroke fan. Have been fighting this one for a little while, and turns out it had actually pushed out both the crank seals. It was like I couldn't figure out this running issue it was having, and pushed out both the crank seals. So working on putting those things in, and this thing will hopefully be done today. I have all the parts I need, and we're gonna go ahead and stab this thing back together. Should run a heck of a lot better. Down beside me, down here, got a good deal on a CX500 deluxe tank. This thing's in darn good shape. And all I'm working on is just getting rid of a little bit of surface rust on the inside. And this thing's gonna be for sale. It's just going to be as it sits, so if you're interested in this thing, hit me up. But I will ship it. It'll be probably, if I ship it within the US, it's probably going to be about 400 bucks. Those tanks do bring a premium, and I bought it to flip, so that's what we're doing. So as far as projects that you guys might not have seen for a little bit, the XS400, the Wanda build for Amber, is kind of just on hold right now. Hopefully we'll get back on it pretty soon. I know it's been a little bit of time since we've seen an update on that thing, but the next point for that thing is going to be building an electronics tray and seat pan for it, and I'll definitely do videos on that thing. I definitely want to make as many videos on that bike as possible, because that one's like DIY, kind of budget focused, and that's going to be content that's really relevant for you guys and I get really excited about. And there's going to be some electrical components on that bike that I'm super excited about. Can't give any details, but really excited about. And basically, when those are done being created, you know, I can get the dimensions and build my electronics tray around them. So that's essentially kind of why it hit a stopping point, and then just getting all the other customer bikes done, because all the other stuff you see that I'm working on is always customer stuff, and that has to come first. After that, the Barn Find CB750 right there for 100 bucks. I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on working on the title process for that thing, and I'm likely gonna go the Vermont route again, because that did work. I've been kind of bouncing around with what's going to be the most cost effective, whether it be another bonded title type setup, which, you know, I tried on the Bandit, that didn't work for other reasons. Whether it be a bonded title or it be a Vermont title route, basically, and this all comes down to a NADA value, because they want to perceive value on the bike whenever you submit them, and that's what you pay your tax on. And CB750s, man, they still have they're bringing decent money right now. So I'm just being a little bit cheap, not wanting to pay as much tax on a bike I got for 100 bucks. You know, that on paper on NADA is like, oh, this thing's worth $3,000 or something like that. Yeah, it's so gotta work around a little bit. And I'm just gonna have to suck it up and pay what I have to pay. But that's the next step for that thing, is I want to get the title process started. I'm going to drag it back here, and I want to go ahead and fill the cylinders with like some Marvel's Mystery Oil or something like that. Let them sit, and then we got to try to break that engine free. And from that point, you know, hopefully next season, that's going to be my rider for the season. And that'll be really cool, and you guys will be with me along the way. I'll document everything, of course. So let's see, next up on the projects list, a lot of you guys who are new here, I haven't posted anything on this bike in over a year, I guess, is my XS650 Chopper. Now, that thing just sits. Obviously, if you're watching this and if you've been around for a little bit, you know this is a small workspace. This is my only garage, and the place where I keep all the other bikes is like 8-10 minutes away, something like that. It's not a big deal, but that chopper doesn't stay with me here, so I don't ever really get to ride it, because I'm not gonna go like gear up and then go drive 10 minutes to go ride a chopper for 30 minutes and then come back. It's just it needs a few things, and essentially I really need to do some carb tuning on it. So it's just been sitting. I can go over there right now, I can fire it up and it'll run okay, but it doesn't run as good as what it could. So I don't know, it just sits. I really wish I could have that thing on the channel more. You know, again, extra time, extra cash and stuff in between all the other projects I have going on. It's just kind of low on the totem pole as far as priorities right now. And I guess what I really want to do with that thing is, I did find an issue last time I took it to a show. I need new steering bearings in it. I want to convert it to taper roller. While I have the forks off, I have a friend who makes some cool, where the fork dust caps are that go over the fork seals. He makes some billet covers that just look really neat. So I want to do a set of those, do new steering bearings, and then I've kind of got this pet project in the back of my head for doing a 2-in-1 intake manifold and running like a key and CV carb, like let's say off my KLR 650. I haven't seen anybody do that, and I feel like that might be a cool project. may or may not happen, but that would be fun. I just like trying new things, and that would be a fun experience to fabricate an intake manifold and see if I can get that carb working on it. It has a stock Mikuni's on it right now, and like the BS34s, and they're okay. I could probably make them run a lot better, but you know, why not go for a Key CV or something like that? It might be cool. So that's kind of the status with that project. I very much would love to get that thing on the channel more because it's just a fun, cool bike. It got good reception and stuff like that, and it's just neat to see as even just like shop art, but there's not enough room in here. So that's kind of the status of that. Let's see, other projects I have. There's 2 customer builds coming up that you guys definitely need to be excited for, okay? There is a CB750, a Dula Red Cam CB750. That one's going to be a pretty basic custom. We're not doing any crazy like wheel changes or anything like that. It's going to be kind of just urban, budget, neat looking. We're going to make it look really tough, probably some off-road tires, kind of low and stuff. So definitely be on the lookout for that one. I hope to start on that within a couple months. So you're definitely going to need to pay attention to see that. There's also another CX500 build coming up, and this one is going to be a Scrambler. This one I'm really excited for. I'm going to try to make this one as, with the customer on this one, it doesn't have to be anything that's like super nice. We want it to be functional. So functionality is going to be the key component on this bike. So I'm going to I have a cool fork swap for it. I'm going to build a rear wheel for it, and we're going to focus on making it hang with a new Royal Enfield Himalayan, because this particular customer, I guess he's got a couple buddies with Himalayans, and he wants to go hang with them. I'm like, that's a cool challenge. I'm so up for that, and I'm really pumped for that project. And it's going to be a lot of fun, so stick around for that one as well. Again, I hope to start on that one in a couple months. Just I have to knock out other projects first. The final project I want to talk about that you guys are going to see hopefully this winter is a personal project of mine. I haven't talked about it on the channel, but you know, when I got that GS550, I got pretty excited about GS550s, and I was really tempted to modify that thing, but the mods I wanted to do would essentially mean that I had to go down to the bare frame, and I'd be throwing away 95% of that bike, and that just it wouldn't make sense. So I've sourced a bare GS550 frame as the start of another project. So this is going to be a GS550 build, and we're going all out on this one. I also have a Katana 750, a 93, a Katana 750 I'm into for very cheap. That's a parts bike. You can see where this is going. That GS750 motor, the Katana 750 motor, makes like 100 horsepower. It will fit in the GS550 frame. That means I've also got wheels, I've also got a swing arm for it and stuff. So we're going to be hopefully kicking some butt on that thing this winter. I have an idea of what I want to do, and it's going to be a fun project. This is the first I've mentioned of it, so definitely be on the lookout for that thing. Lastly, okay, quick, I'm going to try to wrap this up. For bike updates, the KLR 650, you've been seeing I've been doing some more updates to that thing. I'm going to do a little bit of a parts order for it because I'm prepping for the Adventure Palooza, which is in September, and I want to get that thing ready, do some foot pegs. I might even do a Trail Tech Voyager on it. I'm debating, but that thing, you know, we're riding it a lot. It just gets ridden, which is good. So no major things with that thing, but I am gonna get excited, bring it in, and try to do some final updates for it before that Adventure Palooza ride again in September. And you guys are gonna see a cool video on that, I hope so. All right, so if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. We're gonna talk now about this giveaway. So, all right, guys, I said I was excited, and that's definitely accurate for this case here. This is the giveaway. This is the Morty system, the second generation from NUUT. Now, if you're not familiar with this, this is a basically like a power distribution module. This control unit here takes all of your inputs for your switches and things like that, and outputs power to the necessary components like your turn signals, lights, the ignition system, horn, whatnot. All of your fuses are built in. It's all MOSFET technology. all in a nice compact package. It's very clean. It's very user-friendly. This is the exact same setup that I used on the CX500 build. I'll link above, and I'll put in the description the link to the video where I did the install on it, and you can kind of see some of the functionality of it. Now this one goes a step further. It's still the Morty system, but this comes with some pre-wired controls, making the installation that much easier. Now these are going to be some OEM fit and finish, OEM quality controls that are going to be the more user-friendly, more intuitive type controls, unlike the momentary setup. They do also offer the momentary setup with this. But this is going to be a very cool, very clean system that you guys can use on any bike that you're building. And it comes from a company, again, NUUT. They're in Canada. And these are just a bunch of guys like you and I in there, you know, who want to get you out of your garage and on your bike. They're very down to earth. They've been very awesome to work with since I originally contacted them for using this system on the CX500 build. So we've developed a relationship, and they wanted to kind of provide something cool here for this giveaway, and it's just been a lot of fun, and we're going to have a good future together with some other products. So anyway, I'm hoping to have a video out later this week on the sweepstakes, on the contest, on how you can win this setup. It's going to be pretty simple, and more details to come, but for now, this is what you get. This is the most epic giveaway that I have ever experienced so far. This is just really, really awesome. I'm really excited about it. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Look for contest details to come, hopefully later this week, as we get the sweepstakes up and running. And then I'm going to continue rolling out content on various bikes, various projects, whether they be old projects, new projects, or future projects. So stay tuned and look around for those. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.